Yes, let's go, my friends. It is time for Error Busters Season 2, and we got today's guide to make you successful and break it all down. Thank you for tuning in. As always, I appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs. Millions of you watch the channel on a monthly basis. 5% of you like, subscribe, and click the notification button. Please do that. I appreciate it. Additionally, my friends, if you got a question, if you got a comment along the way, let me know because I'd love to hear from you. And we'd love to see you in our amazing community and Discord server. Post your scores. We love to do it. We get a top 1% as well. And we're going to break it all down once again. As always, one of my favorite things here, Error Busters, my friends. And this time we got season 2. So let's go ahead and talk about what's going on. First and foremost, as you move into this season, everything that you had before carries over. It actually maxes at level 100. You can see that I did that in the last season. We also got a couple extra tickets here that we can take advantage of, and we're going to have plenty of things here to use in our shop. Now we got lots and lots of beetles, so make sure that you're using those up as well and taking advantage of those things. We can already knock out our full orange cookie, and if you haven't seen it already, you can check out the gear guide here on the channel. It's already out. Yes, I promise. So you get a free one. You're right there, just like me. If you don't want to do, gotcha. All right. Anyway, couple things here when it comes to error busting, Operation Error Busting. If you're not familiar with this as much, this one is a little bit different. So let's talk about some of these changes in case you didn't make season 1. You're in season 2. This time we get 200% movement speed. There is a different strategy to kind of help you get by to that top 1%. They've changed some things up with this one when it does come to the error busters and bug fix defense. Fixes this time, so we'll pay attention to those as we go by. Everything's fair in terms of that, particularly for me as the #1 free-to-play player. It is very balanced, very easy, even. So just make sure that you're doing that. Strategy does matter. And once again, you can check out all these different pieces for those rewards. Now, a couple things here that I like to prioritize is when you know that you're not going to get all the way through the run, there was a 200%, those kinds of things to get boosts for these data fragments and those golden beetles. So make sure that you take advantage of those pieces. Now, a couple things here. We do have some different season pieces here. So daily missions, if you haven't got through the protocols already, they're still there for you. Make sure that you're playing at least a few times daily to take advantage of those pieces. And we do have some new season cookies here. So we've lost a few. We got some new ones. In this case, we don't have eternal sugar anymore. That thing just absolutely was a house. Now, in our case here, we got 2 new major damage dealer ones. We got Fire Spirit Cookie and Wind Archer in this. Absolutely huge. Another good one generally has been Sherbet Cookie. So something else to think about. And then down below here, some other ones that have been really nice. We're going to have Pudding on the Mode this time. And additionally, I have always liked Milky Way as a different option and ability to do well in there. And then let's see what else we got. No creme brulee though, my friends. Okay. So lots of good things that we can take advantage of when it comes to our epics, when it comes to super epics, and then additionally here, ancient legendary beast. Now, like I said, we're going to have a different set of pieces as we get through it here. We also lost Stormbringer, so that's another one to keep an eye on from that perspective. So let's go ahead. Couple things here. Don't forget, check your rankings. Lots of great rewards there. Again, if you get that top 1%, you want to get that. Super awesome there. And then additionally, you do have your records. So we're going to go through our first run. So that is the overview for you, primarily all the things that you need to know to get out of the gate for season 2, some key tips and tricks there as well. Let's go to our battle. If you haven't already, you need to do 5 battles to be able to take advantage of the shuffle. We're absolutely going to shuffle. Yes, generally we go to 3. We like to save our crystals. Not terrible because we do have Hollyberry here out of the gate. If you want to be a little bit more aggressive, you can shuffle again for some of those other cookies that I said. But I do like this setup for now, so I'm just going to run with it for our guide here today so that you can see what this full first playthrough is going to look like. Here, what I generally like to do, or did in the last season, was lots of things that were on cooldown. Huge from that perspective. Let's see, gains in HP, shields, HP shield capacity. Just go up with the capacity for now. A couple things here. We're gonna stay. We can move over to this for blueberry pie for the attack. I'm gonna stay here for now. If we wanted to move over to all electric, we could. All right, here we go. Crit damage is good. Let's go for that. All right, here we really don't need healers. To be honest, let's go with Cotton just for the stuff to get in there and stun. All right, target suffers 1 crit. What do we have here? Ooh, Pavlova. Here we go. That's what I really wanted. Awesome. All right, epic cookies go up, activates Echo. There we go. So we're going to start with those. We're going to stay on Hollyberry unless we get something else. There we go. Come on, Pavlova. Data fragments you can grab if you need. I don't need that though, so we're going to move over here. Rare cookies. We don't have any Vile Raging Dunes, so we're going to go with that. And that's also on the reward side. So here we got data fragments again. When an allied summon creature is defeated, deals damage 150% of their attack. Works well with Cotton. Range and ambush. So we got lots of range. We're going to go with that. -1 second. Mangosteen Bomber here. There we go. Change all cookies to random electricity type. Non-seasonal may apply. This is a good one here if you want to take a shot at getting Stormbringer. That's going to be super, super key. So we're going to do it. And we got it, my friends. Awesome. So here we definitely don't want Wizard, so we're going to go with Linzer. Linzer really hasn't been great. But look at this. We got our electric type. Exactly what I was hoping for was something like this. Ally with the highest HP becomes enraged. Change all bug fixes if we need that. Ooh, we're going to go with this one, though. We need a healer. There's the hit. Don't lose anyone. There we go. We're staying with Stormbringer, my friends. Crit 30%. So we got lots of crit already. Should be able to rip right through. We did. Let's switch to Pavlova. Summon a powerful golden cheese sand soldiers for 40 seconds. Summon a 5-star burning spice cookie. I like that. Let's do that. There we go. Jellyworm boss. Almost the end, my friends. We're staying on Stormbringer. Could use a little bit of a healer. All right, crit 50. Change all cookies to random legendary beast cookies. Non-seasonal, except I have all of that. We'd lose Stormbringer. We can go to 50% crit. We're going to try that. Might be a little bit of a mistake, but I'm going to stick with it just because this hits so hard right now. We like Pavlova. Let's go here for the amplified damage, though. Here we go on Shaka Raka. There we go. Heals. We can get some big heals or the attack. Let's keep going with the attack, because we're right to the end, my friends. And we'll see if this thing gets through or if we are able to get through. Oh, it's going to be so close. I needed the heal. If we would have kept the heal, we probably would have got by. A great run, a great start. 187. Literally 2 more seconds would have got us through, and we're already moving up there, my friends. So much fun. Regardless, we didn't get as high of a score because we didn't get all the way through, but it's a great start, and we got to see some awesome stuff here for season 2 of Error Busters, my friends. Now with that, a couple things that is a little bit different. If you saw, my team took a little bit more damage than typical. That may help you think through making sure that you do have some form of a healer in there as you're kind of moving through it. That can make a difference. Or this other piece here, you can see my HP is super low. Getting the HP up now in this season 2 is going to be helpful from that perspective. With that, my friends, awesome. Love Error Busters. That is our season 2 guide for you. The overview, the run, some key tips and tricks and things to think about as you propel through it into the top 1%. I'm excited to bring you that guide, so stay tuned with that. Regardless, though, my friends, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you got a question, if you got a comment, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. We'd love to see you in our amazing community and Discord server. Let us know down below. Should I have went with all the ancients or beasts? Oh, I'm so sad. Regardless, or the heal, we should have that. We did our best, as always. With that, though, my friends, seriously, thank you for tuning in here today. I appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we continue to grow such an amazing community. And thank you to all of our members. We do have memberships available. You can win crystals, rainbow cubes through coupons. We also have Braver's cards, all kinds of awesome stuff here on the channel for that. So thank you to all of our members. We have affiliate links, swag and merch, all additional great ways. And don't forget my socials, at me, chat me, stay connected. Let us know in the comments, my friends. Until next time, go bust some errors, get out there, have some fun. And like I always say, until next time, keep on running.